There's a quiet heaviness that slowly settles in, isn't there? At first, it's barely noticeable, a brief disinterest in things that once brought you joy. But over time, it deepens, like a fog creeping over your days. The laughter begins to feel forced, the excitement vanishes before it even takes root, and soon, you start asking yourself, what's happening to me? This isn't just fatigue or the natural ups and downs of life. It's something more profound, more insidious, a hollow echo within, quietly suggesting that nothing feels fun anymore. Life starts to blur, each day melting into the next, and you find yourself stuck in a cycle of monotony. But what if this isn't a sign of failure or weakness? What if it's a wake-up call, a gentle nudge from your soul, urging you to look deeper, beyond the surface of your routines, your distractions, and your comforts, and face the deeper truths waiting for you to uncover? Because underneath this numbness lies something profound, something that, when acknowledged, can not only bring joy back into your life, but transform the way you live it. There's a part of you that you've probably kept hidden, buried beneath the weight of daily life, expectations, and fear. Carl Jung called this the shadow self, the parts of your psyche you suppress, deny, or reject. These are not just random thoughts or fleeting feelings. They are the unspoken truths of your soul, parts of you that yearn to be seen but have long been ignored. This shadow isn't your enemy. It doesn't lurk to harm you, rather. It seeks to protect you in the only way it knows, by keeping you within the boundaries of the familiar. When joy begins to slip away and life feels empty, it's often a sign that the shadow is demanding attention. That apathy, that sense of restlessness, are signals, calling you to look inward and uncover what you've been hiding from yourself. But confronting the shadow is no easy task. It asks for radical honesty. Honesty about your fears, your wounds, and the stories you've carried for years. Yet, as Jung teaches us, this confrontation isn't about breaking you down. It's about breaking you open. Through the integration of the shadow, we rediscover vitality and wholeness. The emptiness begins to fade, replaced by a deeper understanding of who we truly are. So I ask you, what parts of yourself have you been avoiding? What truths are quietly whispering from the corners of your mind, waiting to be acknowledged? Stay with me, because the journey to rediscover joy starts with the courage to step into the shadows. Sometimes that heaviness you feel, the dull ache of boredom, the absence of excitement, these aren't just passing phases. They're defenses, walls your mind has built to protect you from something deeper, something it believes you're not ready to face. Emotional numbness often arises as a coping mechanism, a way to shield yourself from unresolved pain, past trauma, or suppressed desires. The mind, in its attempt to protect, numbs the very parts of you that long for connection, for excitement, for meaning. You might convince yourself, I'm just tired, or I've outgrown this. But beneath these surface-level thoughts lies a deeper truth. You're avoiding discomfort. Whether it's the fear of failure, the sting of past rejection, or the guilt of desiring more, these unexamined emotions simmer in the background, quietly shaping your experience of life. Here's the paradox, though. The very numbness that's meant to protect you is also the thing that imprisons you. It dulls not only the pain, but also the joy. And while it might feel safe, it's a false comfort, a cycle that keeps you disconnected from yourself and the world around you. To break free from it, you must be willing to sit with the discomfort, to lean into the vulnerability you've been avoiding. And as you do, something shifts. The numbness begins to dissolve, and in its place, you find clarity, a clarity that reveals the path forward. A path where joy isn't a fleeting moment, but a deeply rooted state of being. But to truly heal, we must also confront another layer of this journey, the ways in which the world around us perpetuates this cycle of disconnection. In a world that moves faster than we can process, is it any wonder we feel so disconnected from joy? Modern life, with its constant notifications, ever-looming deadlines, and relentless societal pressures, creates the perfect storm for distraction and dissatisfaction. We've been conditioned to seek fulfillment externally, whether through achievements, material possessions, or the validation of others. But this pursuit often leads to emptiness rather than contentment. Eckhart Tolle refers to this as the pain body, a collective energy driven by ego, comparison, and an unending craving for more. Social media only amplifies this feeling, showing us curated snapshots of others' lives and making us believe we're falling behind, even when we're not. It's not just about keeping up with the Joneses. It's the illusion that happiness exists somewhere out there, always just beyond our reach. But here's the truth. The joy we crave will never be found outside of us. It's an inside job, a reflection of our connection to the present moment. Modern life has taught us to numb ourselves, to distract from the emptiness by chasing fleeting pleasures. But the more we seek externally, the further we drift from the source of true fulfillment. So, how do we break free from this cycle? How do we shift from external chaos to internal peace? The answer lies in returning to what we've forgotten, the power of the present moment and the stillness within. Let's explore how we can reconnect and rediscover the joy that's always been there, waiting for us. Joy is not something you chase, it's something you allow. In the stillness of the present moment lies the gateway to a deeper, more lasting sense of fulfillment. Yet, in today's world, we've been conditioned to look outward, distracting ourselves from the only place where true joy exists, the here and now. Thich Nhat Hanh reminds us that the present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If we are attentive, we will see it. But to reclaim this joy, we must first relearn how to be present. This means slowing down, tuning out the noise, and reconnecting with the simple, often overlooked moments. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the rhythm of your breath. This doesn't mean ignoring your challenges or pretending everything is fine. Instead, it's about fully embracing your emotions, both the highs and the lows, and creating space for them to exist without judgment. Over time, this practice rewires your mind, helping you find beauty in the ordinary and meaning in the mundane. But presence is just the beginning. Joy isn't a destination. It's a journey, a series of intentional choices that align with your deepest truths. The next step in this journey is learning to cultivate a life where joy becomes not just a fleeting feeling, but the foundation of how you live. Joy isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you choose to respond. A joyful mindset isn't accidental. It's a practice, a way of reframing the stories you tell yourself and shifting your focus to what truly matters. This involves recognizing that joy isn't dependent on external circumstances. It's rooted in your inner state. Begin by paying attention to your thoughts. Are they filled with gratitude, curiosity, and hope? Or do they lean toward fear, judgment, and scarcity? Bob Proctor wisely reminds us, what you think about, you bring about. Your thoughts, words, and beliefs shape your reality. By consciously choosing empowering thoughts, you invite more joy into your life. But this doesn't mean ignoring the challenges of life or forcing yourself to be positive all the time. It means finding joy in the midst of imperfection, appreciating small victories, savoring quiet moments, and embracing the lessons that come with struggle. Gratitude becomes your anchor, reminding you that, even in dark times, there's always something worth cherishing. But cultivating joy requires more than just thoughts. It demands action. It's about aligning your choices, habits, and relationships with what truly lights up your soul. Let's explore how intentional living can pave the way for a more fulfilling, joyful life. Joy thrives when your outer world mirrors your inner truths. It's not enough to simply think joyful thoughts or express gratitude. You must actively design a life that supports and amplifies these feelings. Sometimes this requires tough choices, letting go of toxic environments, stepping away from draining relationships, or saying no to obligations that no longer serve you. It's about making space for what truly matters. Michael A. Singer describes this as surrendering to the flow of life, choosing paths that feel expansive rather than restrictive. This isn't about perfection or avoiding struggle. It's about intentionally crafting a life that nurtures your soul. Surround yourself with people who inspire you. Engage in activities that make you lose track of time. Prioritize self-care as an act of self-respect. With each step, you'll find that joy shifts from being a fleeting experience to becoming a natural state of being. Now, Let's reflect on what it means to live with joy at the center of your existence, and how this transformation ripples into every aspect of your life. Joy isn't something you chase, it's something you cultivate. It's found in the small, deliberate choices to embrace life as it is while remaining open to its endless possibilities. As Carl Jung once said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens." Awakening to joy is an act of courage, peeling back the layers of doubt and distraction to uncover the radiance within. Every moment is an opportunity to choose: presence over distraction, gratitude over scarcity, connection over isolation. The path may not always be easy, but it's always worth it. Because the truth is, joy has never left you. It's been waiting, quietly, for you to return. So, what will you choose today? To keep searching outside, or to awaken to the joy that's already within? The journey is yours, and it begins now.